Where is Doreen? Okay. I'm having an issue with my voice because of what happened in my life. I think I found myself speaking about 17 hours a day. So, not good. So I want to try to lower it and see if you can hear me. Can you hear me good if I speak like this? Seriously, if we lose it, we can't finish the book. There's a lot going on. I speak a lot. So, respond to this. If I'm speaking, by the way, hello, Salma, hello, Joram, hello, Doreen, hello, Mariam Tevi, hello, Sandra. Today, I intentionally didn't share a link. I put the link just in Facebook. In fact, it's not even the main Facebook, actually. I didn't even share to the main Facebook. Maybe let me do that now. I intentionally didn't do that because they call it spoon feeding. If you know we have these things happening, why can't you check the channel? So let me put on Facebook only. Because I really do too much. So I said, if you can't come get it, I'm doing my part. And also it helps the channel. It helps the channel if you come to the channel, especially if you click on notifications. But if you are getting it always from Instagram or from WhatsApp, it's not helping the channel. So I'm not sharing. At least until we finish the book, I'm not sharing. Just follow the schedule, have notification turned on, and we'll see how it goes. So where is Doreen? This is going to be, welcome Fred. Okay, where is Doreen? I want to make sure the timekeeper is on. I know Malaysia is 11:30 almost. I don't know if everyone is on anyway. Do we have Malaysia on? Or if you don't have Malaysia on, it's less pressure, then it's just Maghrib. Those playing Maghrib. So we're going to make this shorter and then make the night one longer. The night, my night, your morning. Hopefully there won't be interruptions, so I can start around 7. Okay, we're continuing again. Okay. Oh, you are here, Janet. Okay. I'm trying to finish in, where is she? 45 minutes or 40 minutes? Let's see. If I can do this in 15 and 20, we can finish in 40 minutes or 35. Where is Doreen? Or who? Kathy, the timekeepers. I'm about to read. We're going to just finish. By the way, I didn't talk to the ones who are coming, who will watch it later. It's about the book, the Cashflow Quadrant. We've been reading and discussing and taking points, but now we are taking action. And there are 7 steps, according to Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote it. 7 steps to finding your financial fast track. And we finished step 4 steps. This is a continuation of step 5. Step number 1 is mind your own business. Number 2, take control of your cash flow. Number 3 is know the difference between risk and risky. Number 4, decide what kind of investor I want to be. And this number 5, we started on it. Seek mentors or seek mentors, depending on how you pronounce it. And we are continuing with that. Timekeeper here or no? Or we pick another one? Doreen is not here. Today I didn't share intentionally. I didn't. I shared just in Facebook because we know the schedule. We should be here. Okay, if I lower my voice, do you hear me well if I speak like this? Because I'm really losing my voice. Can you hear me if I speak like that? Please make a comment. If I'm not yelling, can you hear me? Because we may not finish the book if I wake up tomorrow and can't speak. People are waiting for my link. That's sad. It's not coming. Okay. I guess you're going to win it all, the ones who are here. Give me, who is the timekeeper? Let's pick another one. Okay, if you can hear me, who wants to be the timekeeper for tonight? Someone who is going to be here for at least 30 minutes. Put 15 on the clock. I'll time myself, but if you don't mind me, I may keep going. So 15 minutes. All of you be timekeepers, I'm about to read now. Remember we had started on this 5th step to financial freedom. The 5th step to finding your financial fast track. And the 10th step was seek mentors. Welcome, Charles. All of you put 15 minutes on the clock. When it's 15 minutes, put time. That's what I'm intending to take on this reading. Then we'll do the questions. Step number 5 is seek mentors. And it says a mentor, I'm just reviewing, but this is not part of the questions. A mentor or a mentor is someone who tells you what's important and what's not important. So seek those kind of people. He gave us an example how he had his rich dad as a mentor and his poor dad as a mentor in different ways. Because of like briefly, the poor dad thought the salary was more important, like by having a large house and all that stuff. But the rich dad believed in passive income is more important. We discussed that before. If you want to get to what we have finished, which is a lot, and if you want to find this book, please click in the links in the description. They take you to Amazon.com and Amazon Audible. Audio is free. Get there. But we have been discussing. All those videos are also the link in the description in the the playlist that I call the Cashflow Quadrant or Freedom Cashflow, something like that. But I think it's Cashflow Quadrant. That's what we call it. Okay, if you are ready, I'm starting to read. Put ready. Ready if you are listening to me. Let me see how many people are listening. Or when I get to the questions, I'll know how many people are going to win. Maybe we'll have less than usual. Let's see. They are there waiting for my link. They don't know the channel. They need to come to the channel. Okay, that's good. We have a few people already. I guess we're going to be winning all of it. Let's see. I'm starting to read. Remember, we finished the definition of a role model. Then he said also over mentors. And mentors tell us what is important. We finished that. Now he has a subheading he calls reverse role models. Oh, Shafiq Handy is here today. Welcome. You haven't been here. Okay, reverse role model. I'm going to try to lower my voice. If you really can't hear me, put in the chat. I'll glance a little, but I can't yell as usual because we are losing the voice. Okay. Reverse role models. Just as there are mentors who are excellent role models, there are people who are bad role models. In most instances, we all have both in our lives. For example, I have a friend who has made more than $800 million in his lifetime, but today he's bankrupt. I have had other friends ask me why I continue to spend time with him. The answer to that question is because he's both an excellent role model and an excellent reverse role model. Reverse, okay? And I can learn from both role models. One teaches me what to do, while the other serves as an example of what not to do. Okay, that's a reverse role model. He's not good. Okay, now he has another subheading. Spiritual role models. Both of my dad were spiritual men. But when it came to money and spirituality, they had different points of view. For instance, for example, they interpreted the meaning behind the love of money is the root of all evil. By the way, I didn't mention something. When you hear me repeat something, that's where the questions are going to come from. When you hear me that I'm reading it and I'm reading it, you know something is coming. Remember, I have 3 questions after we make some money. But spiritual role models. Both of my dads were spiritual men. But when it came to money and spirituality, they had different points of view. For instance, they interpreted the meaning of behind. They interpreted the meaning behind. This is in quotes. What he's talking about is in quotes. The love of money is the root of all evil. the lack of money is the root of all evil differently. Both men interpreted it differently. My highly educated dad, but poor dad, felt any desire to have more money or to improve your financial position was wrong. On the other hand, rich dad believed that temptation, greed, and financial ignorance were wrong. In other words, rich dad did not think money by itself was evil. He did believe that working all of your life as a slave to money was evil, and to be in financial slavery to personal debt was evil. My rich dad often had a way of converting religious teachings into financial lessons, and I would like to share one of those lessons with you now. Now, I'm going to read that again because I have a question coming from that whole thing. So I'm going back. Both of my dads were spiritual men, but when it came to money and spirituality, they had different points of view. For instance, they interpreted the meaning behind the love of money is the root of all evil differently. My highly educated but poor dad felt that any desire to have more money or to improve your financial position was wrong. That's the position of the poor dad. On the other hand, rich dad believed that temptations, greed, and financial ignorance were wrong. In other words, rich dad did not think money by itself was evil. He did believe that working all your life as a slave to money was evil, and to be in financial slavery to personal debt was evil. So, and then say, my rich dad often had a way of converting religious teachings into financial lessons, and I would like to share one of those lessons with you now. He has another lesson about things that come like from the Bible, from religious lessons. So he says, the power of temptation. This is another example he gives. And he says, when you hear me repeat, remember, you know there is a question coming. He said, the power of temptation. Rich dad believed that individuals who worked hard were chronically in debt and lived beyond their means. I need to read this again. Wait. Rich dad believed that individuals who worked hard, these are like commas, there is comma. That's why I wasn't getting the meaning of it good. Rich dad believed that individuals who worked hard, that's like number one, people who worked hard, who were chronically in debt, that's another thing, and who lived beyond their means were poor role models for their children because they gave into temptation and greed. Rich dad believed that individuals who worked hard, were chronically in debt, and lived beyond their means were poor role models for their children because they gave into temptation and greed. He would often draw a diagram like the following and say, and lead us into temptation. So he's showing these people like they have little assets and have a lot of liabilities. That's the lead us into temptation one, the example. And then he continues to say, that's the rich dad believed that many financial problems came from the desire to possess items that had little value. When your credit cards arrive, no, I'm not. You don't need this. Okay, just know that he's giving examples. I'm not going to read all of it. Rich dad believed that many financial problems came from desire to possess items that had little value. Because he's giving examples, right? But I'm not going to read all of it because it will take time. Things like having homes, furnishings or clothing, vacations, like nice cars. So he said that those kind of people, they lack control over that human emotion called temptation. Today, people work harder and harder to buy things they think are assets, but their spending habits will never allow them to acquire real assets. So in other words, those things, the cars, the houses, the clothing, the vacations, are not real assets, but People are tempted to get more and more. So those kind of people, the people who don't give into temptation, he has another diagram now. They have a lot of assets. The box, he has two boxes. A box for assets is big, a box for liabilities is small. For the other people, the ones who had very little assets, the first one, he said, the people who gave into temptation, they have a little box of assets in the larger box of liabilities. So although you can't see this, I gave you the image. Small assets, large liabilities. Large assets, small liabilities. For those who like who save and create assets. So this was Rich Daddy's way of saying that delaying gratification, which is a sign of emotional intelligence. He had this in brackets. Minding your own business and building your asset column first would help you avoid the degradation of human spirit caused by temptation, lack of financial education, and the influence of financially poor role models. Now he has a paragraph for you here. He says, for those of you seeking your own personal fast track, I can only caution you to be careful about the people you surround yourself with. Ask yourself, are you good role models? If not, ask yourself, are they good role models? If not, I suggest you spend more time with people who are heading in the same direction you are. If you cannot find them at work, look for them in investment clubs, network marketing groups, and other business associations. Or find them on YouTube channels, like here, right? My laptop is tired of waiting. It went to sleep. Okay. Now I'm reading one more part, and then we get to the take action, and then we are done for today. Oh, yeah, a little bit more and we're done. He has the take action part that he gives you. Okay, find someone who has been there. And I'm going to just read a little bits of this. Let's see how the time is doing. It's not so bad. Choose your mentors wisely. Be careful from whom you take advice. If you want to go somewhere, it's best to find someone who has already taken the journey. He gives an example, but I'm skipping that. It's easy to know that, okay, someone has been there, get advice from that person. And then he said, it's hard to find mentors who are B's and I's, meaning who are business owners and investors. Most people giving advice about those quadrants and about money are people who actually come from the E and S quadrants. Rich Dad encouraged me to always have a coach or a mentor. He constantly said, professionals have coaches, amateurs do not. Okay, I'm reading this again because I have a question coming. It's hard to find mentors who are B's and I's. Most people giving advice about those quadrants about money are people who actually come from the E's and S. I really don't have to define these letters. I'm assuming all of you know these letters. Rich Dad encouraged me to always have a coach or mentor. He constantly said, a coach or mentor. He constantly said, professionals have coaches, amateurs do not. So choose your teachers and mentors wisely. It's one of the most important things you can do. That's where he ends with the writing, and he gives some take action. He's asking you to take action. And I think we're going to do this together. I'm going to assume that you're all still here because we're not on Maghrib yet, right? He gives you 4 action steps. I'm going to name them really, really quickly. It's for you to take action. He says, seek mentors. Take action number 1. Seek mentors. Find individuals in both the investment and business arenas who might act as mentors. Number A, seek out role models, learn from them. Number B, seek out reverse role models, learn from them. Remember, the reverse role models are the ones who failed, who didn't do it right. Number 2, Who you spend your time with is your future. Write down, now this one I'm going to stop and ask you. Write down 6 people you spend the most time with. In fact, he says here, don't read any further until you have written down your 6 names. So, I'm not reading. Write down your 6 names. Where? Somewhere where I've been writing 6 people you spend your most time with. 6 people, because it continues. It has more things to do with those people. So, when you're done, put done. 6 done, 6 done, 6 done. You've done your 6 people. Let's try to hurry up. Write down the 6 people you spend most time with. Could be your mom, could be your dad, could be your sister, could be your friend, could be your teacher, it could be. 6, name 6. But don't put them here. Just write them somewhere. Welcome, Fred. I thought you were here. Okay. Okay, said you are coming. Welcome, Zuleika. I didn't share my link today, and I'm not going to share until I finish the book, because I'm working so hard. If you can't remember to be here, it's not going to be my problem. Check the chat. Make sure notifications are turned on, and check the channel. And around the time I say, normally I post it. It's there. It comes. It will come late, like last. Intentional. I didn't bring it early today because I knew I was not ready. I was dealing with other things. Okay. Done. Put number 6. 6 done. 6 done. So I know we are dealing with this question. Right? This thing is very important. I always say it in my motivational videos. The people you spend time with, you're going to look to be like them. Soon. You're going to be like them. Okay. 6 done. 6 done. Quickly, please, so you can save the time. 6 people. 6 people. Write them down. There's more exercises on those 6 people. Okay, 6 done. 6 done. Put 6 done. The 6 people you spend, especially not spend your time with like siblings at home eating food. The people you have conversation with. The people you joke with, you play with. Those people. The people you're learning from or learning with. Those 6 people. Okay, 6 done. Some other people, others haven't done the 6. Okay, continue, please finish. The exercise is moving forward. Remember, we are learning. Doreen, you disappeared. You didn't do timekeeping today. Okay, 6 done, but I'm looking at the clock. And I should be done with this one in like the next 2 minutes. Oh, Janet, you did it. Thank you. Time out, but I'm coming. We are coming quickly because it's important. We have to do it. Okay, have you finished? Put 6 done. Please, all of you, you must do it, because he told us not to read anymore until we have the 6, because he's asking us more questions about those 6 people. Okay, I need to put my 6 done too. I'm serious. I'm doing it with you. Do it with you. 6 done. I'm going to write quickly here, 6 done. Should I include you as my 6 also? Done? Are you done? I have to continue. I have my question too. My answer too. I put my 6. Okay, all ready? How come all of them are not participating? If you are not participating, you are not here. In fact, I'm going to make it a condition. Anyone who doesn't participate in the 6, don't participate in the question later. I'm serious. We are not here to joke. Who is noting that? Anyone who didn't put 6 done or done is not participating in the questions. You might as well leave. We are here to learn and do exercises. So if you're not doing it, please leave. I'm serious now. Who's checking for me? Doreen, Moonlight, Janet, all of you are leaders. Anyone, in fact, you look at the name. Anyone who didn't put done, when they bring an answer later, will tell me, because I want to write it down. They will not winning here anything. We are not joking, we're not playing. Put 6 done. If you don't put 6 done, don't participate later. When you see a name showing up that didn't show up, ask them to leave. We're not counting them. I'm not taking the answers. Check, all of you, not all of you, you check. All of you look at up, go up. Look at the chat where I started. I have Shafiq Handy, Joram Joel, Frederick, I have Moonlight, Doreen, Joram again, Janet, Doreen, Janet, Charles, Doreen, Sandra, Aula, Zulaika, Joram again. Okay, those are the people who are going to participate in the questions. If you don't put down, you are not one of us today. I'm serious now. Okay. Because he said don't read any further. Because there are questions about these 6 people. Okay, now he says, in your list of 6 people, after each person, and each person's name, list the quadrant they operate from. Where do they earn their money from? Where do they earn your, Jamila Abnas, that's a new name. Welcome, welcome. Okay, on the names, put the quadrant, where are they? Are they in E, S, B, or I? E, S, B, or I? Those 6 people. Are they, I have one who is in I and B and I. By the way, said, the way you put it, you can put the main income, where the main income comes from. For example, the one I put, my first one is in the I, but they're also in the B. So put the first where they get the most money from as number 1. Put the quadrant they get the money from. I have E here. I have S. I have S, high S. I have, here I have, this one is in many actually. They are in S, they are in B, they are in I. Wow. Then I have another one. E, I'm actually saying my answers out loud. They are E and S. No, E and S. So put, when you are done, now let's go to a new done quickly. I don't know what we're going to call that. You have to put a name where they get their money from, where they earn their money from. There could be more than one quadrant. Okay, finish so we can move on. There are more questions. Please, let's not get this wrong. Later, anyone who's trying to come in the chat giving answers, if they didn't participate, no. I'm saying no. Okay, done. Please put. Okay, that's good. Quadrants done. Where are those people earning their money from? Those 6 people. You know, I had only one E. I had only one E in my list of 6 people. One real E. The other ones, let's see. No. I had a normal E and a high-end E, like the PhD E. Okay, let's see. You're done? Okay, and now there's more. He's saying, the next step is to list each person's level as an investor. Do you have any investors? Janet, why do you say wow? I don't think you have anyone who are investors really. Do you? Maybe business owners. He says, please refer to, next time, put level of investors. Remember, we did our own levels. We said ABC investors, remember? Put their level of investing somewhere like at 0. Do you remember the C, ABC? We just did them. So put that. Yeah, we do. I remember now. We can put it. Level of investing. Some are A, some are B, some are C. Some are getting advice from those people who don't know much. Okay, let me see what I have. Okay, put their levels. Are they A, B, C? Do you remember the levels of investors? Or we want to go back and remember? Let me remind you the level of the investors. Oh, we just did it. Just recently. We just did the level of investors. Level A are the investors that seek problems. B, investors who seek answers. C are those who seek an expert, tell them what to do. Do you seek experts to tell you what to do? Let me see. I have a B, C here. Eva would be a C. That would be a C. That would be a C. Wow. This would be a B. I think I have A, C, 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 B. A, C, C, B, B. A, C, C, B, B. Okay, done? All of you, please finish. Where are they? Those people, those 6 people. Are they in A, B, or C? I think most of them are in C, maybe. You have some who are in B. Okay, finish quickly, please. We are moving. Some people are going to pray. Some people are going to sleep. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're all in C's. I had a B. I had 2 B's. Okay. Yeah. So what do we do now? So he says that after that, what do you do next? Let's see. I think I'm going, for only those who have time, I'll read this paragraph for you. It's important, but it doesn't affect what we are doing today. Remind me, I'll read for those who have time after we're done. It's about that exercise. People gave me feedback about doing that exercise. So remind me to read it again, to read it for you who are interested, but let's first continue. It says, okay. Now he says, draw the cash flow quadrant. Remember, ESBI, draw it somewhere. Draw it somewhere. Where you are there, draw the cash flow quadrant. ESBI. ESBI. Done? Done? Have you done? Do you remember it? I used to show it in the videos. Okay, draw it. And after you draw it, he says, now take a look at the cash flow quadrant and place the initials of the people you spend time with in the appropriate quadrant. So if where they are they, if they're in E, put their initials. Put the initials of those people in the appropriate quadrant. So if you have, where are they? Are they employees, B's? I need to use actually this book. Let's see. I have some are in. You are now writing on the quadrant. Put initial where they are. If you have many E's, put them in the E. If you have many B's, put them in a B. I think I need to draw a new one here. I'm assuming you all know what a cash flow quadrant is. So put the initials where those people are making the money from. Those people we listed. If you're done, let me know. We are doing the last thing. Okay, you are done. You did the cash flow quadrant and put the initials. So the people, remember, they have names. You can even write real names in those quadrants. So I could put here. You could write real names. That's what I'm doing. So I can remember who these people are. Actually, I have one who has 3. He has E, S, and B. No, he's I. He's an investor. So he's an S, E, and I. S, E, and I. Are you done? Yes. So yeah, time is a problem. I don't know what we're gonna do, but this is the last part for him. He's done teaching you. He's saying one more thing about these people. One more part about one more thing. If you're done, let me know. So I'll tell you what he said you need to do next. So after he placed all of them on the quadrant, now he says, put your initials in the quadrant where you are now. So add yourself in one of those. Add yourself in one of those quadrants. Yes, I know, it's time. I know. Thank you, but we did well. So I didn't know this exercise was, but it's fun exercise actually. So add your name in the quadrant, in one of those quadrants where you belong. Maybe you are in more than one. Maybe you are in more than one. You could be an employee and self-employed. That's possible. And he says after you do that, put your initials in the quadrant you want to be in future. Put your initials in the quadrant you want to operate from in the future. That's what he said. Put your name, your initials in the quadrant you want to operate from in the future. And he said if the initials are all primarily in the same quadrant, chances are you are a happy person because you are surrounded by like-minded people. If they are not all in the same quadrant, you may want to consider some changes in your life. So, are you happy or change? Put happy change, happy change, happy or change. If you are all belong, of all of you 7, you belong in one quadrant, you are happy people. If some they are scattered, then you have to move. You move yourself. You move. Start looking for new mentors. That's why he did that. So let me see. Mine are everywhere, actually. And me, I'm right here, but I want to be right here. By the way, me, I want to be a business owner. I don't know, but investor may come, but I really want to be a business owner. The investor may come later. I want to be strong, business ownership. Scattered, change. Oh, someone is happy. Joel, really you're happy where you are? Did you have investor? What was it? Can you tell me? Can you share? Someone is happy. I'm really happy for you, so you don't need any change, right? Is that true, Joel? No. He said if you're happy, okay, I think maybe the way he explained it wasn't very clear, because he said where you are seems like you are happy with the people around you. But of course, the main message in this whole book was to move. I think he was doing it like a joke. I don't know why he said that. No, you don't want to be staying with those same people. Maybe it's time to move away from all of them. But you say as friends, you go have coffee in the evening, but during the day, Okay, what do we do? No. He gave you a very simple instruction. Happy, but no, you cannot be both. Either you are not happy, that's why he wants you to do this. To know, you know what, I'm not surrounded with the right people, go out and seek new friends. Joel, that message is for you. You cannot be happy and have all these problems you're talking about. You cannot be happy and be in the rat race. You cannot be happy and have a lot of debt. You cannot be happy and have liabilities. You cannot be happy and I don't know, all those things we're talking about. No, there's no happiness. Only if you don't know what happy means. He's talking happy in terms of you have passive income coming in, you have all the things in place. Okay, Joel? Yeah, I think you are talking about happy or different kind of happy. He's defining it very different. Okay, what do we do now? Because I have 3 questions. We answer them really quickly. Some people may want to pray Margaret. I think we can do this really quickly. We are not many. Let me do it. Let's do it. Because we are not many. And the morning session had many more people. Okay. I'm ready. Yeah, change. Change it. You need to go away. See, meet those people once a week, not daily. Okay, ready. I'm going to questions. Let's do it quick. Put 10 minutes on the clock or less. 10 minutes. If you pray 10 minutes later, Margaret, will that be too late? Let's put 10 minutes to finish the questions. Quick. Question number 1. Remember, if you see a name in the chat, someone who didn't respond to the 6 people, they don't belong here for today. They can come another day. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, put ready. Okay, I'm reading the first question. And this time, because my time was tight, I even didn't get a chance to get it from the book to the paper. So I'm reading from the book. Question number 1. Rich dad, but remember we are timing it. 10 minutes maximum or less. Rich dad believed that individuals who worked hard, that's number 1, were chronically in debt, that's number 2, and lived beyond their means, that's number 3. They were poor role models for their children because, what's because? Why? Those people who did that, because of what? You have to give me the exact words I said because I read it, I think 3 times. Rich dad believed that individuals who worked hard, were chronically in debt, and lived beyond their means were poor role models for their children because okay, who is going to help me with this? I want someone taking notes. And normally Moonlight used to be an assistant. I don't know the other assistant normally is today, Janet, you want to participate, or Doreen again, or you don't use timekeeper. There is something I want to note. You note it, or all of you can do this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick only the people who said it exactly. And then I want to note the people who actually gave the right answer, but they didn't give it exactly. We just want to remember them and see what happened to them in the next questions, okay? So the first person who got it right, the real one. All of you actually almost got it, but I want the ones who gave it the right answer. They gave into the temptation and greed. So that was Zuleikan, was number 1. All of you, I'm going to consider you, but in different ways. Wait. Number 2 was the game temptation and greed. That was Doreen. Number 3, temptation and greed. Although I didn't get the spelling, that was number 3, Sandra. Number 4. Those who didn't put greed, wait, we're going to note you. Temptation and greed, Charles. What spelling? Charles, what's that? Yeah. Number 5, temptation and greed, was Fred. Okay, now, temptation and greed, Aula was correct. Let's see who else was correct. Temptation, because money, no, beyond. So the only person who had actually got it exactly correct was Aula, but Aula became number 6. So I want to note the people who use at least the word temptation. Those are the ones I want to name. We put them on the reserve. I call it reserve right here. Maybe I'll do it. But you can watch if I miss someone. We have Joel, or you are on reserve. Assume you don't win anything later. I'm putting on reserve for that reason. Power of temptation. I gave in temptation and greed. Okay, yes, you did that. This takes us time. Temptation, that was moonlight. Temptation, moonlight, we did that. We gave temptation and greed. Are you helping me out? Temptation, that's Shafiq. Shafiq, I don't have connection with you, do I? I don't. You use a different name. I think I'm forgetting. You have to remind me. If you have my WhatsApp, remind me, okay? Let me see. Live beyond their means. Janet, really? No. That one, Janet, that one was off. So we have 3 people in reserve. Remind me later. I'm going to question 2. Question 2. Are you ready? By the way, I'll go tabulate all this later. I'll give the final money. What I'll have, that's like an assignment for me. Okay, this is the question. Are you ready? You have to match your names, Shafiq. Or if you don't match your names, confuse me. Okay, let's go quick. Why is it hard to find mentors who are B's and I's? Why is it hard to find mentors who are in the B and I quadrants? Why? According to him. Because most people, I'll give you a hint. Because most people, finish that. Because most people I find this very, very interesting. So we can teach from America and teach people from everywhere, right? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay, wait. Are you done? I'm going to declare the first 5 and I'm going to have a reserve list again. Okay, this first one was Moonlight. Number 2 was Sandra. Number 3 was Charles. Most of you got it right. What's that? Yeah. This time, if you didn't get it right, I won't say your name. I'll just skip it. I'll just skip the name. You'll know who you are. Number 4 is Doreen. Number 5 was Aula. Am I reading them right? Okay. Moonlight, Sandra, Charles, Doreen, Aula. Yes. And then we came to the ones who are going to go on reserve. Joram, again, you are on reserve because you are number 6. Zulaika on reserve. Yeah, correct answer, but reserve. Salma. Correct answer, but on reserve. Fred. Correct and reserve, but Janet, you changed your answer. You had given employees only. So only one person actually didn't get it right, right? Because you missed some classes, that's why. I think that's my opinion. Okay, question number 3. The people on reserve, I'll decide what to do after. Let's do question number 3. Let me see. If anyone was on reserve and won on this recent one, I have to get them off of reserve. So let's see. Yeah, Moonlight, you're off reserve. You will remind me if you hear me, someone I put on reserve, if they win, we get them off reserve. Okay, question now, the last one. Actually, I have it here. Okay, I repeated this many, did I repeat this many times? Yeah, it comes from the spiritual role models. And spiritual role models, different points of... Okay, he talked about different points of views. The rich dad and the poor dad had very different points of views about this statement. The love of money is the root of all evil. So take your time. I made this the last question for a reason. It's going to take a while. So you're going to say why poor dad said the love of money is the root of all evil, and why rich dad thought it was the root of all, not, actually he also agreed with the part of root of evil, and then he said it's not. So do you remember what I said? Give me their opinions about that statement. Poor dad and rich dad together in one statement, please. The love of money is the root of all evil. They looked at that statement differently. So put poor dad thought that and rich dad. Use your own words, because it was a lot I said. Whatever I said that's relevant is acceptable. How did they interpret them, the statement, differently? Because I remember reading it again and again. I wish I had a camera to see how you deal with these things. Do you rush? How do you do it? I remember I used to see people putting answers before I even finished reading the question. I said, what are you responding to? Salma, your question is complete, answer is complete. It needs to have both opinions. So put Rich also. Because we are trying to compare the two, how they saw the statement different. So put another sentence about the rich dad. Poor any desire to have I'm starting to even note the answers, so we go quickly. The winners. Salma, I'm putting you on reserve until you complete it. Last Sandra too, it's incomplete. You have to bring a complete thing. I'm marking already. I'll read to you when you finish. Are you done? Temptation, greed, and fashion ignorance were wrong. I think we're gonna need some discussion on these answers. Okay, when you're done, let me know. I'm just analyzing. I don't know if you finished. Wait. Yes. Love that. You people are good. You are good. I love that one. Woo! You people are good, I'm telling you. I wish you could change. I could just switch on a button and make your life better. Seriously, because you understand the concepts. Okay. Okay, who can do me a favor and not everyone who answered question, who responded to question 2? Who is steady? Who can do that? Please. Doreen, can you write? Not or who normally does this? Moonlight or Doreen? Please note everyone who answered this last question, number 2, because that's why I think I'm going to say give all. On question 2. Let me see. No, sorry, question 3, the one we just finished. Question 3. But I'm still reading your answers. Who is going to help? We need to note them. This chat sometimes disappears. And also when I'm done, I'm tired, I'm going to other things. Your answers are so good. They deserve to go to Robert Kiyosaki. You can read your answers, by the way. Read each other's answers and see. Poor dad felt. And remember, I was trying to preserve my voice. That working as a slave to money, that one is sad, actually. All your life you wake up and go to work. All your life you go to work. Until when? Seriously? That's sad. And I believe working on your life as a slave. Yeah. Please read. Read your answers. I'm not going to read. I'm trying to preserve my voice. But I already have the winners. I can read the names. And then, but I said all of you are getting. Okay, you have all of them. This is brought tears to my eyes, I'm telling you. Working all your life, financial support. I have tears in my eyes. So all of you will get that. All, we are giving all. And so you're going to text me. You're going to text me the names of those, because we're giving all on 3. And I think everyone who has, let me see. You're not on reserve. So that means all of you are getting. So I think I'm going to be fair like that. I'm going to be fair like that, but do so well. Now, those of you who want to go, you can go. But I'm going to read that paragraph that I said. It was very interesting. How people responded to that exercise we did of the 6 people. So I wanted to read it. I didn't want to skip it. So who wants to listen to that? But let's first comment on this. This thing of saying, by the way, anyone who wants to leave, you can leave. But good night, Malaysia. I wanted a response on this thing about being a slave to money. What do you think? I feel like it's wrong. A person, maybe you work, take care of your family. Since you are like 22, you had children. You work until 30, you work 40, you work 50. You are 60 years, you are still working. You wake up early in the morning still, and you are not rich. You can't even take care of your children. You can't even live a good life. What's that? I think I agree with these people. What are you going to do? Please make a comment about that. Working all your life. Working all your life. Just to buy food. Just to make sure your people have somewhere to stay. What's wrong with that? It's so wrong. Seriously. It's wrong. We have to figure out how to change it. At least by the time you're 50, like where I am now, I should be enjoying life. Not worrying about if I can pay for my electricity, if I can do. Seriously? It's not right. So, what's your comment? Put a comment, anything you want about that. Then I read the last paragraph, this one. What do you think about that? You agree that it's wrong? It's wrong. And especially those politicians who make those things, like they make sure, like when I work for revenue, so they take 50%, all of it. They took all of it. Half of your salary, they take it. And then you don't see any change. You go to the city, there's loud noise, there's all bad things happening. Where is the money going? Because at least they take it and make your, at least here it's different. When they pay the high taxes, your children go to school for free. They go to school, you don't pay anything. Okay, you dress them, you do all that, but you don't pay any school fees. At least you know, I paid taxes, I don't have to pay school fees. But no, that's not right. That's not right. Remember when they said the people were writing stories and writing to the editor of the newspaper? But I can't change it though. The only way we can change it, let's become entrepreneurs, let's create our own money. Who agrees with me? I'm agreeing with myself that we have to create our own money. Who is agreeing? It's sad actually. We have to learn to create our own life. You know what is going on right now? The fact that I'm talking to you and I'm here in Virginia, USA, and you can even respond to me like that. It's like a miracle. That's why I called you. I said, let's figure out how to do something good with this internet. Seriously, I could be your teacher. I could be like here teaching you and paying me money. Yes, you can use it Zoom to do things. Please, let's not waste all this time. Let's be creative and create something new. So, who is going to create a company and invite me to be an investor? Who, put in the chat, who is going to invest something? You invite me, I'll be your investor. But let's agree tonight. Let's create a company and invest in it. Who is going to be the mastermind? Who is going to be the CEO? Who is the CEO? I'm serious. I'm making a proposal right now. Who has an idea? We create our company. Since this whole world is connected, we can have a meeting. Like right now, it could be, I say, come on Zoom, let's have a meeting. I started raising the voice again. I was preserving. Okay. It's real. And you see, it's real. You go on a plane, you are if you ever traveled, you see it cranked, like 4 people. There are some people in first class over there. So how does that happen? How does that happen? Do you know that it happened because they have products? Because they have services they're selling to you? They're milking it from you. It's so wrong, I'm telling you. Who is starting a company? I will invest. I'm serious. But you know I'm going to disappear. Did I tell you that? I'm going to disappear. After I read this book, I'm going to disappear for a while. So on Friday, you come with ideas for this channel. Instead of discussing the book, we'll discuss the future of this channel on Friday with the topic we had started on. Come with your ideas. I will not be reading books that I've been reading, but you can have discussions. I really want to bring people who are successful to come, bring them to tell their stories, stuff like that. The new year, that's my plan. But when you see me tomorrow, I'll take a break. I've been working day and night on this. So I'll come, maybe I'll record the driving for you. You watch on Thursday. And then Friday we come live. I'll take a break. On Friday we're gonna be doing we start recording our videos. On Sunday we do finale of this book. And then I may disappear for a moment. I may disappear for a moment. There's a lot of work to be done in this channel. You see, it's not very organized. The things that, because I didn't take time to analyze things. So, but while I'm aware, when I'm not showing up a lot, please send people to this channel. Promise me, how many will you send? Between now and end of December, how many people will you send to this channel? Give me a number. Even if you send to one person every day, how many will you have? So that we grow it, and I want to bring sponsors to this channel. Who is starting a company? How many people are you sending to this channel? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Anyone wants to listen to these reasons why he created the 6 people exercise, how people responded to it, or no one is interested? It will take me like 5 minutes to read it. I see people are going. Do you want to hear it or no? Anyone wants to hear why the response to the 6 exercise thing we did? Just put I want to hear, then I'll read. If you are not want to hear, I'll close the book. Yeah, 50 there. Aula, you're really gonna bring 50 subscribers a day. Wow, that's great. I'm watching. I'm waiting for them. Yes, friend, one a day, but please, they have to watch for at least a minute. They have to hear me speak before they subscribe, or YouTube will remove them. Yes, yes, yes. If you are thinking about, you send me on WhatsApp, you send me a request for a video. The video I share for people like that is the intro, the one I have on the channel, the channel one, the one we have on the front where I speak for 2 minutes. You don't want to share a long video because they don't watch much, so you mess up the video. A video should be watched at least 50%. If you can't watch 50% or at least 30%, leave it alone. Don't watch it because you're messing it up. So I share the little one, the short one. The channel, I will call it the channel trailer. That's the one I share with new people. You send me a link that you want to, I'll share it with you so you can share quickly. Then watch, if they watch for a minute and subscribe, that's fine. But any other video, they're messing it up if they watch for 1 minute. Oh my, 10 a day, 50 a day, thank you. So who wants to hear the paragraph? Put me, I want to hear. I don't want to force anyone to be here. But it's very important information. It's just how people responded to that exercise. Maybe you also have a response of your own. Who wants to hear us and read it? I'm waiting for those who want to hear. If you want to hear, I'll close it. So who recorded the names? Doreen? Doreen sent the list on question number 3. Doreen, if you can send that as soon as possible. I'm keeping my records here. Then I'll add after we finish the book. By the way, I'm coming tonight, remember? I'm coming, and seriously, why don't we focus? I'll have to come twice. I'll come twice. I think we're going to make Thursday one really early. I'll tell you, depending on when I finish, because my goal is still there. Remember? I always tell you, start what you finish. Make a SMART goal. This was my SMART goal, and I'm intending to finish it. Okay, we want to hear it. I'm going to read. It may take. Okay, share it with me, please, when you are done. Thank you. Okay, I'm reading. He says, like after he gave us that exercise of put their level of investor, then he wrote this. I skipped it when I was reading. He said, I've had mixed reviews from people about this exercise. That exercise of 6 people, giving them the levels of where there are A, B, C investors. Some people get very angry. I've been told, how dare you? ask me to classify the people around me. So if this exercise has caused any emotional upset, he's talking to you now, please accept my apologies. It's not intended to upset anyone, but is designed to shine some light on an individual's life. It does not, it does for some, but not for everyone. When I did this exercise years ago, I realized that I was playing it safe and hiding. I was not happy where I was, and I used the people I worked with as the excuse for why I was not making progress in my life. There were two people in particular with whom I argued constantly, blaming them for holding our company back. My daily routine at work was to find their faults, point out their flaws, point those flaws out to them, and then blame them for the problems we had as an organization. After completing this exercise, I realized that the two people I was always bumping heads with were very happy where they were. I was the one who wanted to change. This is for Joel. If you're still here. Remember what he said? I realized the two people I was always bumping heads with were very happy where they were. I was the one who wanted to change. Actually, it's not for Joel. Joel didn't want to change. He was happy. No, it's for all the others who wanted to change. Instead of changing myself, I was pressuring them to change. After doing this exercise, I realized that I was projecting my personal expectations onto others. I wanted them to do what I did not want to do. I thought they should want and have the same things I did. Clearly, they were not healthy relationships. Once I realized this, I was able to take steps to change myself. Okay, what's your response to that? What's your comment on that, what I just read? What do you notice about the people, those 6 people? Are you like, do they, like, for example, when I keep saying, come, or maybe you invite them to come, maybe read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, they don't want to watch with you. What's your lesson? Please, make your own comment. What's your lesson about the 6 people? What feedback do you give him? Because some people were mad at him, that he was comparing people and separating people. What's your comment about, listen to that, and your own comment about the 6 people exercise? Maybe you can give your own comment. I'm waiting for your comments about the 6 people exercise. Does it make you think about finding new people or what? By the way, step number 6 is where we start. That ended number 5. And it's make disappointment your strength. It's going to be the one we do. It will be your morning. It will be my night. Still going. My day is 11:37 a.m. right now. So 11 p.m. again. And the topic will be make disappointment your strength. I think I'm going to schedule it right now. I'm going to schedule it and leave it right here. So when you see it, make sure you look at the time, because it's going to be coming later. I think let me do that, prepare now, because it's hard sometimes to prepare these things. I could sit here and prepare all the questions, so when we come, we're ready to go. But really my intention would be to finish this tomorrow. Okay, what's your comment? No comment? About the 6 exercise? I was hoping you typed something. No? I'm not saying anymore. I'm just waiting for you to put your comments. What do you think about that exercise? Are you going to change something? I'm preparing for tomorrow now, for tonight, which is your tomorrow. Is anyone putting a comment, or you want me to shut this down? What's yes? Zuleika, yes to what? Okay, you're gonna change something? But how did what did you feel as you were doing that? What did you learn from that exercise? Or do you get mad like other people said he was making them compare people and separate people? Okay, if you really there's no value in what we're doing here, I can cut it off. I thought someone is going to give a big argument about the 6 people. So we can give feedback too. Maybe I could do a survey about, you know, that record. Let's make that video really good. We send it to Robert, the one we're going to record. Yeah, and no, well, but you know you have to count us. By the way, let me see. Oh, they'll get mad at you. But you're not mad at Robert, right? He said people were mad at him for making them do that exercise. So let me ask you, did any one of you consider me as one of the people or no? Because you watch me every day. You cannot believe I put Robert as one because I'm reading him every day. I can consider him a real person. I put him there on my list. Did you do that or no? If you didn't, I think you made a mistake. I could be one of them just because I'm not there physically, but every day you hear me speak. Did any one of you who is still on here put me as one of the people? But you don't even know which quadrant I'm in, do you? I think I'm cutting this. Are you done? What is yes, Doreen? Did anyone put me? Which quadrant am I in, you think? Really? Fred, what quadrant did you put me in? Do you know my quadrant? I'll be glad to know you put me on your list. But what quadrant am I in? Do you know? Where do you think I am? I keep mentioning, hinting. Oh, I'm in S? Actually, I'm almost in B. I'm in S, but not really in S because I hire people. Really? Thank you. Fred, I'm not actually an S. I'm an S on the way, sort of going. Because I've hired people, I have employees. Okay, B, but not there yet. But I know how it operates. I have a corporation. I've hired people. I know about payroll. I know about those advantages of taxes that they talk about. Yes, but I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm on my way. So if you want to keep close, watch. Okay, thank you. I think I can cut it off now. What do you think? Fred, please go record a video. Take some time and lay down, put down all those principles. Take time and bring a very mature video. Because the first time you recorded a video, you were just starting out. Now you want to sit down and record a real good video about things other people may not mention. Fred, I'm talking to you. Record a video and don't say the obvious. That, oh, I learned the quadrant, E and S and B and I. No. I want you to come with something concrete, like the S corporation. Like those things, the deep things he's been talking about, like the levels of investors. Okay, if you want a discussion with me before you record your video, please do that. Because I want you to come with a really strong message. And try to make sure it goes to at least the wife, at least to Kim. Let's send it to Kim. Okay? You said be in the large business. Yes, I'm on my way to B. And the way we go, when you see me in Uganda, and you see that my channel is still running and I'm in Uganda, and you know I'm on my way. Because I want to come to Uganda soon. God willing. Tomorrow, 7 is my goal. Today something was happening. 2 things were happening at the same time. I couldn't start a live. Because when I start a live, I can't leave. So I had to finish. 2 things were happening. Yes, let's start. Let's produce good videos this time. Not just take your time, record a video until it's a good video. All of you. Then I'm going to try and make sure this video is seen by Robert. In fact, both of them. We have the Rich Dad one. It was a good one. The finale for Rich Dad. Together with this, I'm going to figure out how to get them to Rich Dad, to Robert, and to Kim, the wife. Maybe I'll get to the wife easier. I'll see. I follow her on Instagram. Okay, let's make it good. Let's bring, I'm going to try to see if I can bring the Cashflow Quadrant game to this channel. And let's make sure this is worth it. Okay? Good night. See you tomorrow. I'm going to make this live, or to set it up. You'll see it showing up. It's going to be up for a long time so that it's easier to start in the morning. Bye-bye. Morning for you, night for me.